Okay, grade nines. This is my very first actual recording of a video that I am creating, so bear with me. I am not a professional at this, but we are about to start our new unit on figurative language. I know that 9G has done a little bit of this. I'm just going to formalize it right now, and I'd like all three classes to do this because we are going to work on some writing, whether 9H will be doing poetry, 9G will be doing writer's workshop, and 9M, you're lucky, you get both. So here's how we're going to start. We're going to start off, first of all, with talking about literal and figurative language. Bear with me as I'm going through this. Literal language is a fact or an idea stated directly. Okay? Use this language when you want your writing to be understood exactly as it is written. Textbooks are an example of something that is written in literal language. Okay? These are things that say what they mean. The sky is blue means the sky is blue. There is no interpretation, anything like that, that goes along with it. So what are some other things that you think are written in literal type language, where there is no interpretation? It is what it is. What do you think? Think about that for a minute. Time's up. Okay? So figurative language is used when the reader knows the words do not carry their original meaning. For example here, Charlie's bragging gets under my skin. Does something actually literally get under your skin? No, it's words that bug you. They say one thing but mean another, and that is what figurative language is all about. It is all about saying one thing but meaning another. Excuse me while I let my dog out. Things about being at home. So bear with me here. Okay. Literal or figurative language. Seeds grow in a remarkable way. The sun and the water make seeds sprout roots. The roots grow down into the soil to acquire nutrients from the dirt. Then the seed sprout starts to push up through the top of the soil to get direct sunlight to grow more. The sprout moves up and the plant begins to form. So when we read this text, would you call this literal or figurative language? This is literal. It says exactly what it means. Just like children, some small seeds grow in remarkable ways. Sun and water, as clear as crystal, make the seeds sprout roots. At a slow speed, the roots grow down into the core of the earth to acquire nutrients from the deep, dark dirt. Then bang! Just like Lady Gaga popping out through the stage, the seeds sprout and start to push up through the top of the soil to get direct sunlight to grow as tall as the Empire State Building. As the sprout moves up, the plant begins to form. So, is this literal or is this figurative? Or did some of you say both? Okay, there's a lot of comparisons here. Just like children, small seeds grow in remarkable ways. That is making a comparison. It becomes then figurative language. Okay? The water is as clear as crystal is figurative. Okay? It helps you create an image in your mind so that you can understand what is said. So for the most part, this is considered figurative language. Okay? So getting into the details of the types of figurative language, we're going to start with alliteration. Okay? Because there are many types of figurative language. The first one we're doing is alliteration. It is the repetition of an initial consonant sound. We all should remember what consonants are. They are all your letters or letter sounds that do not start with a vowel. And your vowels are A, E, I, O, U. Sometimes Y. Okay? So, tongue twisters are wonderful alliteration. Okay? They rely on it to sort of trick you up. She sells seashells on the seashore. Or Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. They all start with the same sound. Okay, and it's always a consonant blend, uh, consonants that you use to get that constant repetition. Many common phrases use alliteration. Hail of the hearty, fit as a fiddle, down in the dumps, turn the tables. Well, most of those you may have heard of before. Maybe not quite all of them, because one of them is unfamiliar to even me. Hail and hearty. Never heard that one before. I don't know about you. But anyway, that is what alliteration is. The next one is hyperbole. It is an exaggeration. I could dance till my feet fall off. Now, really? Would your feet fall off? No. It's just saying that you can dance till your feet hurt. That is what its actual meaning is. Then you have onomatopoeia, and that's how you say it. Onomatopoeia. Okay? This is a word that imitates the sound that it represents, like zoom, bam, boom, zap, pow, scream. Sorry if that got a little loud. But I think you understand. Words that represent a specific sound that sound like they sound. They're spelled like they sound. Oops, blank slide. Simile. Okay? This is one of two that are comparison sounds. All right? It's a figure of speech that directly compares two different things, usually by using the words like or as. So, she was as tall as a giraffe. Okay? So it's comparing she, or let's give it a name. Shanika is as tall as a giraffe. I'm comparing Shanika's height to a giraffe. Tall. My dog is as smelly as dirty socks. So the two things that are being compared there are dog and dirty socks. Ew. Then we have metaphor. It is a comparison of two unlike things without using like or as. Okay, a lot of times it's saying that one thing is another. She is a shining star in the class. Is she actually a shining star? No, it just means she does well in the class. Life is a constant battle. No, it's not a constant battle if we think of swords and shields and lances and things like that. No, that life is not that, but it just means something else. It is comparing life to battle. The other one, she is like a star. Okay, it's comparing two things by saying one is something else. Hope that makes sense. Then we have idioms. Idioms are words, phrases, or expressions that are either grammatically unusual and their meaning cannot be taken literally. It is raining cats and dogs. Okay, is it really raining cats and dogs? No. It is an unusual phrase that cannot ever be taken literally. Okay? It's just, here it is used as a form of exaggeration. Then we have allusion. A reference well-known person, place, or thing, event, literary work, or work of art. For example, I'm not sure how many of you have seen the movie Shrek, okay? But it names and references everything that you see in the following clip. Let's hope that works. Yes, there's cookies. Okay, no, it's not going to play. Did before. Oops, sorry guys. Just trying to still figure this program out. But anyway, for those of you who have seen Shrek, it talks a lot about Cinderella, Snow White, princes, princesses, fairy godmothers, things like that. It makes references to other famous people. Then here's one, an oxymoron. A statement with two parts that seem contradictory, like jumbo shrimp, civil war, freezer, burn. Okay? Shrimp. When you think of a shrimp, shrimp are usually pretty small. But when you say jumbo shrimp, you're saying very big shrimp, even though it's still a shrimp. Civil war. War is something that is far from civil, but civil war has a different meaning. Freezer, burn, burn, hot, that burning sensation, but freezer, burn, freeze, refers to cold. Okay? Oh, good grief. Grief is never good. Okay, so it's talking about two words that are put together for emphasis, but actually, if you looked at those two words literally, they have opposite meanings. Next, we have personification. It gives human traits, qualities, feelings, actions, or characteristics to non-living objects, things, colors, qualities, or idea. For example, my computer hates me. Okay, that implies that computers actually have feelings, which they don't. Okay, so saying the clouds are raining, sorry, the clouds are crying, sorry, their tears down on the wilting flowers. Clouds don't cry. Cry is a human characteristic. Another blank slide. So, name the figurative language. Just like children, some of the small seeds grow in a remarkable way. The sun, which is warmth, and water, as clear as crystal, make the seed sprout. At a slow speed, the roots grow down to the core of the earth to acquire nutrients from the deep, dark earth. Then bang! Just like Lady Gaga popping up through the stage, the seed sprouts start to push through the top of the soil to get direct sunlight to grow taller than the Empire State Building. As the sprout moves up, a plant begins to form. So your task right now is to take a look at that last slide. You can freeze the video. They are in colored, just like children. Water as clear as crystal. Bang, just like Lady Gaga up through the stage. Grow taller than the Empire State Building. I would like you to identify which types of figurative language are using there. And what you're going to do is just type it on a quick Word document and send it to me. Okay? And understand this is just formative assessment. It's not worth marks, but it's just going to give me an idea of what it is that you are able to do. Okay? So I hope this first lesson turned out okay. I understand I have some glitches, and I'm not going to be one who's going to go back and forth and edit videos. When I mess up, I will correct myself and keep going. Anyway, as I get more practice with this, these videos will get better. But right now, hopefully we can get through our first real lesson on our distance learning. Okay? See you later.